You know how things begin. You tell yourself, this is it. This is the beginning. And that's what it becomes. For you, for me. That's because beginnings are arbitrary. They only happen when you tell yourself they're happening. Maybe that's why they happen. The way they do. Anytime you want them to. Could be this very moment. Right now. This is as good a time as any. The one we're in. As of now. There's a phrase. As of now. Where everything is. Where everything's happening. Where every beginning that's ever begun has had to
This
begin.
just buys me time to share it around the world before we actually get started. About 60 seconds, then we actually drop in live.
Now, as of now,
This buys me time to have a sip off my Guinness. Where'd it go?
this instant,
You know it's good.
all the
Lucky
instances
Charms instead of milk. It's
were
good.
all the beginnings
I thought about that this morning.
and all the endings for that matter. Come
I will do
and
that.
go. Here, where we are, in this huge, immense moment, are all our yesterdays. See them? One next to the one before it. Next to the one before it. Next to the one before that. 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 Way back.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Tiny House Live. Yes, my friends. Yes, my friends. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you, each and every one of you. Where am I here today? There I am. Good day. Season's greetings to you. Let me get myself in the proper organization here. Yes. This is your professor coming to you. Hi, once again, here in the hills of Petticoat, wishing you a very happy St. Patty's Day. Happy St. Patty's Day to you. It's one of those events during the year that I love dearly. I really do. For me, it's like Halloween, some of the seasonal things that I just enjoy getting behind. So on that note, it means that we are, of course, unofficially sponsored tonight by Lucky Charms cereal. Right there. They're magically delicious. Irish Spring, it'll keep your wee bits clean. And, of course, one of my favorites yearly surprises is Guinness Stout. I suggest that you all pull your supplies together, enjoy yourself tonight. We've got a great show coming for you tonight. Let me pan myself over another way here. Say good evening to you. There we go. Now I'm actually more officially here. Get myself in full view. Yes, my friends, I have a very special evening for us tonight. Don't you know? Yes, I've got good friend here, Jerry Hannan and Rebecca Richman. Yes, they're back there in Studio K, and we are gonna bring the seasonal St. Patty's Day vibe to you, all the way from Tiny House, all the way here. Where from?
Tiny House Live, high in the hills of Petticoat.
Just for you, my friends. I'm still kind of getting my world together. Am I all right there? I'm looking all right. Sure I am. All right. I'm not going to belabor the point anymore. They were back there a little while ago eating Lucky Charms. I saw Jerry sipping a Guinness. And, I don't know if Rebecca was washing with the Irish soap or not, but I'm not sure. No, I don't think she was. She, for some reason. Oh, there we got people coming in. Hello, Shazandra. Good to see you coming in with the Shamrocks. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. All right, before we go too far here, because I don't want to belabor the point. You know what day it is. You know where you're supposed to be. You are here with me, and I'm glad to see it. Glad to see it. I put some special things in there for us tonight, like some little flying shamrocks that fly around for us tonight, just because of the day that it is. All I need is an excuse in here. All right, my friends. I don't need an excuse any longer, though, to bring in my guests tonight who are coming in tonight. And, we've had a fun time. They got here plenty early tonight, which I dearly, dearly appreciate, because we had time to walk around and look at and talk to Louis the Llama and see some of the sights here in Pepperland, high in the hills of Petticoat. So without further ado, let me bring in right here Jerry Hannan and Megan Richman. There, come on in the camera here with me. There we go. There we go. What did I say?
Who's Megan?
Who's Megan? Darn it. Oh, my goodness, Rebecca. You got me?
Getting us mixed up with royalty.
Oh, well, I've got you now. I've got you now, and they've got you now. So everybody right there in front of you on your screen, you see in front of you right now, Jerry Hannan and Rebecca Richman. I got it. I've got my balance now. It's hard, man. It's hard up here. Every once in a while, I'll be talking, and these shamrocks keep coming through my world, and it's just that kind of day. You'll see. You'll see later when you look back and see what's really going on in this world. Andy Fuso, hello, Andy. Great to see you here. Hi, Iki. Are you already here? A. Freeman. Glad to have you guys checking in. Let me make sure I got it. And Rebecca, let me hear your vocal mic back there for a second. Let me hear your vocal mic so we can. No, your vocal mic.
Oh.
Speak.
Oh, I don't speak.
You don't talk to people when they talk to you?
No.
All right, no. Ignore Rebecca tonight. Okay. All right. Let's see. Before Jerry, let's talk a little bit of history, because you and I do go back quite a ways. As I'm doing this, let me bring my little pip in here so I can have a conversation with you. We go back quite a ways, and I know all the shows we've done together at the Mystic Theater. And I think we need to just. Where did we touch bases, Jerry? Let's play a little tag on our history together. Where do you remember the first show we did together, Jerry?
Not really, but it had to be Mystic Theater, right?
Well, that's what I would guess too, and that's kind of what I was gonna put out there.
Probably Mad Hannans, right?
I think I believe so. I think
Ken O'Donnell probably called me up and said, "Come up here and play."
I bet he did. Yeah. That sounds like something Ken would do. And I remember you playing with the Young Dubliners.
Young Dubliners.
And that wasn't too long ago.
No, and then we did I played with them at Mystic Theater, and then they said, "Hey, we want you to come to Ireland."
That's right.
And
that's
tour
right.
with us. So we did a little tour. It was great.
And how long were you there?
That time?
Yeah.
Not very long. A couple of weeks.
So have you been there before with them? I know you've been there before.
I went there with them once.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And did you open up for them in different shows, I assume?
Yeah.
Cool. I love the Dubliners, What an energy.
Ireland,
It's Ireland.
It's what it is.
Played all over the place, no doubt,
Yeah.
right? 2 weeks. I love those guys. I really do. They've done some great shows at the Mystic Theater. I had a lot of fun.
They do great shows.
They do.
I've always had a great time with them.
Yeah. And I've never, unfortunately, had a chance to mix them because they always travel with their own engineer.
Oh, right.
But those opportunities end up coming around to me at some point, one way or another. I have had a chance to mix you a number of times over and over through the years, it would seem. Also with the Mad Hannans and you solo quite a few times. So always a pleasure for me. Always a pleasure. Let's see here, Jerry. I think maybe let's pull a song together. You want to? Because we've got 4 or 5 songs we're going to pull together tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's preface this a little bit. We're going to come back after that and watch a little bit of a history piece, because I feel like I need to establish the legend that is Jerry Hannan. I need to work on that element. We'll come back and we'll do that in a minute. But let's warm everybody up, because it is St. Patrick's Day. So let's get into the vibe. All right? Let's do that.
Well, now,
Yeah.
it's St. Patrick's Day, so.
Yes.
And it's Wednesday, And it's the 17th. And I was born on a Wednesday. And I was born on the 17th of October. But it's a Wednesday and it's the 17th. So it feels like my birthday. And, well, when I woke up, when I came home, on Monday night, as drunk could be, I saw a horse outside the door where my old horse should be. So I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns the horse outside the door where my old horse should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see. That's a lovely sow that the farmer sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've traveled 100 mile or more, but a saddle on a sow, sure I never saw before. And as I came home on Tuesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a coat behind the door where my old coat should be. So I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns the coat behind the door where my old coat should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see. That's a lovely blanket that the tailor sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've traveled 100 mile or more, but I have buttons on a blanket, sure I never saw before. And as I came home on Wednesday night, that's tonight, last week, as drunk could be, I saw a pipe upon the chair where my old pipe should be. So I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns the pipe upon the chair where my old pipe should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see. That's a lovely tin whistle that Father England sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've traveled 100 mile or more, but tobacco in a tin whistle, sure I never saw before. And as I came home on Thursday night, as drunk could be, I saw a head upon the bed where my old head should be. So I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns the head upon the bed where my old head should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see. That's a baby boy that the Lord sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've traveled 100 mile or more, but a baby boy with his whiskers on I never saw before. And as I came home on Friday night, as drunk could be, I saw a rise beneath the sheets where my old rise should be. So I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns the rise beneath the sheets where my old rise should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see. That's the lovely pup tent that the Cub Scouts sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've traveled 100 mile or more, but a pup tent with a pole like that I never saw before. I think Sean Hannan made up that verse. And as I came home on Saturday night, as drunk could be, I saw a man run out the door at 3:45. So I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me who was that running out the door at 3:45? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see. That's the tax collector Mother England sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've traveled 100 mile or more, but I never saw an Englishman who could last till 3:45. 7 drunken nights. How's that?
That was great. Absolutely. Absolutely.
The Sean
great.
Hannan version, yeah.
The Sean Hannan version. I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys, as brothers, how long did you guys play together? I mean, since kids?
Well, we were kids, you know.
Yeah.
And then he passed when he was 45.
And how long ago was that?
We started when he was about 17.
Okay.
So how long is that? Almost 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We probably started earlier. Probably when he was, 15 or 14.
Yeah.
He started playing the drums, and I liked it.
Yeah.
And I said, that's the drummer. Yeah.
That is the drummer. And you know what? I think maybe it's a good time to give some people a little bit of background, too, before we dive more into live music with you guys.
Right.
And we'll hear Rebecca chime in with her...
Rebecca Richman.
Darn right. She's got her fiddle. She's got a concertina. Stand back. Stand back. But in the meantime, let's get some history on you first. You're right for that?
History, yeah.
History, As we go back to as you take it, this is your life, Jerry Hannan.
This is your life, Jerry Hannan.
What did I do?
Well, you did all of this. Did you know they made a movie about you, lad?
They did, yeah.
I know. Here's a little segment from it. Watch this.
Big Irish family. How many people in the family altogether?
There's 6 kids in our family. I'm number 4 and he's number 6.
Well, I once had a good life.
He was exposed to things through me at a young age that perhaps he shouldn't have been exposed to.
There was always music in the house all the time.
And opened up my soul.
We had this energy that we discovered that we can really get a party going. Suddenly everybody knew the Mad Hannans.
It was like instant rock star.
But that's all right, you're my friend, and I love you till the end.
Jerry was the more responsible one, and Sean was the life of the party.
You're still my friend.
It wasn't sustainable. And it's definitely not sustainable when you're drinking and doing drugs, which we were doing.
You didn't hear that.
I got chains on me. I got chains on me. And they cut me. Sean came down and played, and he did perfect. And that started to give me hope. And I'll never be the same. Couple leprechauns doing a jig. We didn't want to be like everyone else.
Really, really nice trailer, Jerry. Very, very nice trailer. They did a really, really nice job on that. And it brings Sean into the picture so well, sitting behind the drum set, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There he was.
Yeah. I had to play that.
Standing behind the drum set.
Was he really standing?
Half the time. Most of the time.
Well, that's true. And you've used another...
I tried to push him to the front of the stage, I didn't want him in the back. I wanted him in the front.
Well, it worked well for Jellyfish.
So I said, you got to stand up and play.
Good for you.
Standing up in the front.
Yeah. Well, there is something about it. I mentioned Jellyfish because Andy was great at doing that, if you're familiar with that band. A lot of fun. And it just brings more energy to it, too. Who's the other drummer that you played with after Sean left us?
Bagel, Adam Berkowitz.
It was Bagel, wasn't it? And that's why.
He's a great drummer.
Oh, he's super great. Of course, with Petty Theft.
With Michael Pinkham. Yeah,
Michael Pinkham. I think Michael is who I worked with you more before.
Perhaps.
Yeah, with Bagel, of course, I've known him for years through Petty Theft.
Yep.
All those guys, and Dan Durkin's been a guest in here many times in here. It's kind of a think tank for Dan Durkin.
That's
Matter of fact,
favorite tribute band.
They kind of take it to another level, don't they? I mean, you don't really think about it as a tribute when you think about Petty Theft. They just do what they do so well. It just seems only natural that they would be doing it, and so that's a big plus in anybody's pocket for being able to do that. Hey, while I got you here, Jerry, let's say hi to some people because some people have been checking in.
All right.
Ruth is here. Hello, JoJo. Sally, she helped me so much last night. Sally, by the way, helped me with my tests. And I always run a test or two before shows just to make sure we're okay. So big shout outs to Sherry and Sally. And A. Freeman's checked in. Nicole Ryan, nice sweater, huh? Nice. Nicole likes your sweater.
Nice sweater. Yeah, it's my little brother's sweater.
Well,
don't tell him I'm wearing it.
And she sent you green hearts, of course.
Okay.
There you go. And Shazandra, she has that in common. That's right. She's a 17th birthday girl herself. So there you go. More people out there that have something in common with you, Jerry.
There we go.
I know.
It's a small world.
I know. You know, I hope everybody enjoyed the little brief background thing there with the Matt Hannans and Jerry and Sean, because, you know, and you know, I haven't seen the full production movie of
right,
it.
yeah.
Can I? Where will I find it?
We're getting it out there when, you know.
Is it going to be like one of those special things released in Telluride, or in a theater near me?
In a theater near you when this COVID, when we get our vax.
There you go.
When we get our shots.
When you get your shots, you'll all be able to come out. Well, that's good. You know, you're coming about the same time as the Frank Zappa movie I've been waiting for, too.
Okay,
so
good.
You know, good timing, good company.
Yeah.
Good company. All right, hey, you know, I think everybody would love to hear another song. Am I seeing that out here with people? Daniel Patrick just checked in and said, "Hey Jerry," from Emma and Daniel. There you go. That's something just for you, Jerry.
We're gonna play a normal Irish song, real Irish song.
Okay.
It's called "The County Down."
A normal one, huh?
Is that what it's called? I think so.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Jerry Hannan right here with.
I'm just gonna start with the vocal. Out of Bambridge town, in the county down, one morning last July, from a boring brain came a sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her two bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing elf, sure I shook myself, for to see was I really there. From Bantry Bay up to Derrick Hay, and from Galway to Dublin town, not a maid I seen like a brown colleen that I met in the county town. Hey! She onwards sped, sure I shook my head and I looked with a feeling rare. And I said, says I, to a passer-by, "Who's the maid with the nut brown hair?" He smiled at me and he said, says he, "She's the gem of Ireland's crown. Young Rosie McCann from the banks of the Bann, she's the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derrick Hay, and from Galway to Dublin town, not a maid I seen like a brown colleen that I met in the county down." Hey! The harvest fair, she'll be surely there, and I'll dress in my Sunday clothes, with my shoes shined bright and my hat cocked right, for a smile from a nut brown rose. No pipe I'll smoke, no horse I'll yoke, just a plow with its rust-colored brown, till a smiling bride by my own fireside, just a star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derrick Hay, and from Galway to Dublin town, not a maid I seen like a brown colleen that I met in the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derrick Hay, and from Galway to Dublin town, not a maid I seen like a brown colleen that I met in the county down. The County Down.
The County Down. Nice.
So it's called.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, Jerry, how long you been? It sounds like a silly question, but you know, how long have you been playing Irish music? When did it really hit you?
Well, it's the first music that went into my ears, right?
Yeah.
Probably before I was born.
Yeah.
It was muffled before you're born because there's like,
It's true.
the thing in the way, right?
Yeah.
Then you're born.
Yeah. Then you're
and
bored.
It's clear. Irish music.
I figure you probably
and
felt
we
it.
grew up with it, right?
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it comes out in our rock and roll too, like that.
Yeah.
That feeling, that drive.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I know. When the Matt Hannans, you guys just kind of drove people crazy, didn't you? I mean, it seemed to me from what I saw, people just kind of went nuts, man.
We made some people crazy and we made some people sane.
Well, that's great. I mean, that absolutely is. Darn right.
And we got accolades for making people sane.
Yes.
Yeah. And every once in a while, someone would go crazy.
Well, I know I really enjoyed your early stuff, and I'm enjoying what you've been doing since I've known you more. Doing the solo stuff. You wrote a song. I don't know if you're planning on playing it tonight, but part of the lines, and I remember because as you checked yourself into a self-storage. What song was that?
That's called Butter.
Butter. The twist you put on lyrics like that just blew my mind in those days because I'm a big lyric guy.
We can do that one. It's in G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I'd love. I'm making a personal. I'd love to hear that personal request from me. I don't usually do that, but I'd love to hear it because, once again, it's about lyrics to me, and you're so good at that, man. I just appreciate that with you. Thank you. Butter.
Mark, get set. Go. Well, but I can't believe it's not butter. We were going to cook here tonight, corned beef and cabbage.
We should have, too.
We ruled it out.
I know.
We didn't have time and
we got Lucky Charms.
All that stuff, but we do have Lucky Charms.
And Irish Spring.
He wanted me to eat Lucky Charms.
We may have fix you a bowl.
With milk.
Maybe.
Which I wouldn't want, but you know what? I'll have them with Guinness.
I will fit you a
bowl of Lucky Charms
on the break.
With Guinness. I'll do it.
All right. Careful what you wish for.
But I can't believe it's not butter. I can't believe it's not bread. Said I can't believe that I made it this far, and I'm not already dead. I put on my I'm not trying to get laid jacket. Got in my I'm not trying to get laid car. Went down to tiny house, my favorite I'm not trying to get laid bar. And there she was, all dressed up in blue. Yes, there she was, I think she was you. That's the whole thing. She had buttons pinned up on her sweatshirt, like those magnets that you stick to the fridge. And her bosom was buxom and pointed. They looked like the Golden Gate Bridge. Well, I'd seen her ran over to Woolworths, and I purchased some Get Lucky perfume, Get Lucky Charms perfume, and a couple of combs and a razor, and a new pair of Fruit of the Looms. I came home feeling fresh as a daisy, but I could tell she still was disgraced. Something's in my throat.
Drink some Guinness.
Here we go.
Time for a sip of Guinness. Unofficially sponsored tonight by... This is not Guinness.
Something is in my
Hold
throat.
on now.
I'm going to fix it.
No, fix it right now. That's it. Apply a little of the lubrication.
Yep.
Put some butter
The
on it.
leprechauns brought some Hornitos.
Yes, we did.
I saw a leprechaun today in Petaluma. It has the rolling green hills. Sorry, every once in a while I get a tickle in my throat.
Yeah.
Where was I?
Get Lucky perfume?
Yeah.
Yes.
And a new pair of Fruit of the Looms. I came back feeling fresh as a daisy, but I could tell she still was disgraced. She said, I do believe you have, I can't believe it's not butter all over your face. And there I sat like a bump on a log. Yes, there I was, feeling dumb as a dog.
Still, I got up my courage and I asked her, would you consider being my wife? It sure would spice up my non-fat, decaffeinated, low-sodium, sugar-free life. And there she ran, straight out the door. I heard her leave skid marks and I saw her no more. True story. Well, I drove out of there feeling so damn depressed. I didn't know where to begin. I saw a sign that said low-cost self-storage, so I stopped by and checked myself in. Well, I stayed there till my 40th birthday, and all my real friends turned out to be fakes. They put, I can't believe these aren't candles, and then I can't believe it ain't cake. And they said, Jerry Bear, happy birthday. Do you feel that you've been a success? I said, well, don't you know, success starts with sucks. However, I think I've been blessed. And there she came, all dressed up in blue. Yes, there she was. I think she was you. Jesus Christ!
I know we're gonna.
Did I eat something?
Drink some more.
You know, I think
It feels like I have a corn chip stuck in my throat.
Oh, wait a minute! I'm getting a message from the control room here, Jerry. Hold on a second.
I didn't eat any corn chips.
I'm getting a message from the control room, and they're suggesting that I go ahead and play a commercial break while we lubricate your throat with some appropriate.
Right.
Okay, that's what we're going to do, folks.
Sorry.
Hang with us because yes, the Tiny House Live does have commercials, but I will tell you they're very special commercials that I bring to you here in Tiny House Live. While we go work on Jerry, and when we come back, we'll carry on. That's what we're going to do. Give us about.
We've only drank, right? Did I eat a cookie or something?
He'll be fine. I swear, like he'll be fine.
Guinness has been around for 260 years, and we've been lucky to be a part of your St. Patrick's Day for generations. While we know this year things feel different, we've learned over time that we're pretty tough when we stick together. So what do you really need for some St. Paddy's Day cheer? A pint? Sure, we'll take one. Some corned beef? Yeah, if you're offering. Irish music? We'll sing along. A big parade? Don't worry, we'll march again. On St. Patrick's Day, we're all Irish. But let's not forget that every day we're all human. What matters is being with people you care about. Whether you're planning to safely celebrate at the pub or hosting at home, if you can call the people around you, friends or family, you've already won. When you raise a pint of Guinness, also remember to raise each other up. Be good to one another. Celebrate safely. Thank the ones protecting us. And now or later, don't forget to stop in and say hi to all our friends in the pubs and bars. As for us, we signed a 9,000-year lease on our brewery a while back, so we're not going anywhere. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Son, we're Irish, so I may not have given you the largest penis in the world, but you've got a perfectly good wiener. Don't let anyone make fun of it.
Dad, why are you talking about me knob?
Because I love you. It's a good penis. Have a good day.
Yes. Thank you, Conan O'Brien. Thank you, Conan O'Brien, for bringing the Irish Spring commercial to us. And there we go. Now we're back on track. All right, we gave Jerry some respirative care back there. He's doing better. We're fine. Things are coming back to normal in our little tiny world. Wait a minute. He's fine. He's fine. Let's bring it back into the picture. Proof that he's living and breathing in my tiny house. All right. Well, thanks for playing Butter. I really do appreciate it, Jerry. I know that was probably a little sitting down, a little higher range for you. You probably weren't expecting it. So I appreciate you throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Even though you had to dig deep.
Had to dig deep.
You had to dig deep to get through that. But I appreciate it. I'm sure everybody else did too, because
I had tears coming from my eyes.
So did I.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's good to hear that. So thank you once again for playing that. And I think actually after that, let me bring myself back in here for a second. I think after that, are we gonna play another song? What do you think?
Yeah, my little bro used to play this song.
Yeah. The one you're going to play next?
The one I'm going to play next.
All right.
It's called Raglan Road.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a very
Is this
nice
a
tune.
Classic Irish tune?
I don't know.
No?
But I like it.
It's good enough for me. You go.
It is. It's super Irish. It's super
Irish.
It's one of those things, Are we ready?
We are ready, my friend.
On your mark, get set, go.
On your set, go.
On Raglan Road, on an autumn day, I saw her first, and I knew that her dark hair would weave a snare that I might one day rue. I saw the danger as I passed along the enchanted way, and I said, let grief be a fallen leaf at the dawning of the day. On Grafton Street in November, we tripped lightly along the ledge of a deep ravine where can be seen the worth of passion's pledge. The Queen of Hearts still making tarts, and I not making hay. Oh, I love too much, and by such is happiness thrown away. That's Rebecca Richman, my favorite accordion player and a concertina player and fiddler in the Bay Area. On a quiet street where old ghosts meet, I see her walking now, away from me so hurriedly, my reason must allow. For I have wooed not as I should, a creature made of clay. When the angel woos the clay, he'll lose his wings at the dawn of day. Raglan Road.
Oh, that's
God,
nice.
I love that song.
You got people crying out there. There's tears. People with tear emojis, Jerry.
Tear emojis.
Tear emojis. That's a great name for a band, by the way. Yeah. So
Easier than Real Tears.
Oh, man. No, that's such a great song, man. That really is. I love it. I love it. It does bring a tear to your eye, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does to me, anyway. Oh, man.
Did I send you that Danny Boy link?
Yes, you did. Do you want to hear it?
Because that thing, that song, as overplayed and cheesy as people think it is, which it is.
Yes, but not in this case.
It makes you cry. If you really listen to that song, you'll start crying. I've never heard a song like it that just you can't. You know,
since you've prefaced this song so well for us, I'm going to bring you your request for tonight.
Right.
Your request was for the Muppets.
You, right? Yeah.
Singing Danny Boy. Hey, it's a classic, folks. This is what we do here in Tiny House. You enjoy this. Good for you.
Three gifted singers who have all kissed the Blarney Stone. Ladies and gentlemen, the Leprechaun Brothers. Yay! And
Danny boy, oh Danny boy, oh Danny boy, oh Danny boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh Danny. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh Danny boy, oh Danny. Oh Danny boy. Oh Danny boy. Oh Danny boy. Danny boy.
Well, there goes another popular expression down the drain.
what's that?
The luck of the Irish.
Yes, my friends, that was my Tiny House Cat and Jerry's request for Oh Danny Boy, done in such a fine fashion. That was like the Three Tenors, right? Sound like the Three Tenors from Italy, but no, that was Jerry's request. All right, you know what, folks? While I got your attention right now, I'm going to give you a couple little updates. We're going to get back. We've got a couple more songs here from Jerry and Rebecca. But before we get started, let me clue you in on what's happening. Hey, next Wednesday here on Tiny House Live, because yes, my friends, things happen in here every single Wednesday from 8 to 9 p.m. plus. And I say 9 p.m. plus because really not real. We're not regulated by time and space in a tiny house. We do what we like and we stop when we want to, but it usually ends up being about 9:15 or so. Next Wednesday, right in here, is going to be a fun history night for us because in here I've got Tony Stouffer and Michael Whittington coming in. We're going to do a Phil Holden tribute. Phil just passed away in our community and be greatly missed. One of the musicians in our county that did such a great, amazing input in our music scene over the last 3 decades. We will be doing a tribute to Phil Holden. Once again, that's Tony Stouffer and Michael Whittington next Wednesday right here. That's the 24th right here on Tiny House Live. And the next Wednesday after that, and that's all I'm going to tell you, will be SR Laws. Yeah, SR is going to come in here. Scott, he's going to come in here. We're going to talk about some of his new music coming up. He's got some songs he's going to play back there in my studio K as well. We'll have some fun. We'll share some stories. We'll do what we do here in this tiny house. That'll be SR Laws next Wednesday. I'm sorry, Wednesday after that. That's the 31st on Tiny House Live. And I don't know what's happening in April yet. I haven't really figured it out. I'll figure it out. I kind of take it week by week in here. So I want to thank you so much for being with us here tonight in Tiny House, high in the hills of Petticoat. Where are we?
Tiny House Live, high in the hills of
Petticoat. Coming to you live, soft and warm. Anyway, that is a fun thing for us to look forward to. And let's see, we're going to get back here in a second. What do I need to tell you? Oh, yeah, subscribe, won't you? Find the little notification bell up there right now. You see it up in the top corner of your laptop, your computer, your home base, your iPad, your iPod, your microphone, your phone. Look for that bell. Select it to all. So every time we go live in Tiny House, you go, what's up with him? Do I want to go check it out? And you go, yeah, why not? Now on YouTube, yes. Sharing to Facebook, but now on YouTube. All right. Lastly, I wanted to do a nice little shout out to Michael McCullough, my Irish brother at the Redwood Cafe. Talked to him yesterday. We can't wait to get back busy today. I hope you all enjoyed a fine Irish meal today at Redwood Cafe. They had a special on corned beef and cabbage, of course. And yes, my friends, indoor dining up to 20%. I had a meal in there the other day. It was really nice. I felt at home again. It feels like things are starting to get back to normal to me. Anyway, that's my little commercial break for you. Let's bring back Jerry and Rebecca into the picture here, and we'll figure out where we're going next. And there they are. Greetings. Back to you again. Oh, he's put on a harmonica strap. He's serious now.
It was actually Rebecca that requested that I request.
Oh,
Danny Boy.
Oh, really? That was your idea?
It's a tradition.
That's a tradition. I loved it. That's why I have the Lucky Charms. That's also a tradition for me. So,
this is an Irish song right here.
Okay.
It's called "You Can't Smoke in Heaven." They illegalized smoking in bars in Ireland shortly after they did it in California. I miss that cloud right above the,
I remember those days.
Above all the people.
Yes.
It was like inclement weather.
Did you ever play at the Last Day Saloon in San Francisco?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then you remember downstairs it was downstairs, number one, with a ceiling height of like 10 feet. So it was a smoky environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, San Francisco clubs,
I didn't even smoke, but I still thought it was a dumb law to make people not smoke in a place where they're trying to kill themselves anyway. It's a shame that we all have to go one by one. A journey alone is never much fun. You got no one to drive you if you're driven. But wouldn't it be great if we all died together? We could all rise up like birds of a feather, and there'd be such a line at the gold gates of heaven. St. Peter could open a 7-Eleven. We'd buy cigarettes and stand around puffing, 'cause you can't smoke in heaven and you can't drink outside. If I ever grow rich, I'm gonna buy me a home, a square foot of nothing with nowhere to roam. Sure, we all live alone in our heads. But wouldn't it be better if we all lived together, hiding under one shelter from the unfriendly weather? We'd build a high wall and call it utopia, ride around in taxis that run on good dope. Yeah, we'd start a big war to bring down the price, be killed by our national safety device. No, you can't smoke in heaven. Maybe they'll bury me in the front yard next to my true love. Wouldn't it be great if we all died together? We could all rise up like birds of a feather, and there'd be such a line at the gold gates of heaven. St. Peter could open a 7-Eleven. We'd buy cigarettes and stand around puffing. You can't smoke in heaven, and you can't drink outside. You can't smoke in heaven, and you can't drink outside. Having again.
Oh, goodness. That's all right. That's what it is.
They say you shouldn't eat anything for 2 days before you sing.
Or was that after you sing? I forget.
I don't know.
I think you might need a good sip of good Irish whiskey back then.
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. What do you think? Or maybe it's the agave.
Right.
I don't know. Wish I had some...
Leprechauns in Petaluma drink tequila.
Well, you know what they say about leprechauns in Petaluma? I don't know what they say, other than they end up at a tiny house.
I saw one today.
You said that. Where?
Right around here. I was pulling up in the driveway. I saw a leprechaun. They're getting everywhere, you know. They used to, you know, they're coming back.
I know.
Leprechauns, turkeys, coyotes.
Leprechauns?
I didn't see those when I was a kid, you know. Leprechauns, they're all coming back. It's a part of the you know.
Here they come now.
Yeah.
Here they come. Here they come.
Jerry. And they grow good mushrooms.
Jerry. Jerry.
All right. Hey, let's say hi to some people who've been checking in, okay, for a second? We'll move on. Hello, Christine Falcon. Good to see you here. Tracy, nice. Jojo, I'm glad you're with us, of course. A. Freeman, we're going back down the line a little ways. Just wanted to check in, say hi to everybody. Appreciate you being here in Tiny House Live. Woo. With my guest tonight, Jerry Hannan. And right there, Rebecca Richman. See, I was going to make sure. Right there. Rebecca Richman.
Right on, Rebecca.
I almost called you Rita. Oh, if you knew me better, you'd know that I screw people's names up all the time.
Right.
Don't be sorry. It's my personality. I own it. Man, this is why you can never remember a show that I have introduced the band in.
All right.
I don't introduce bands when I'm doing sound.
Bands usually introduce themselves before they start the band.
It's better off that they do, because I screwed it up one too many times. When I introduced Hot Tuna one time, I introduced him as Jack Kalkinen and Yorma Cassidy. I totally mixed their names up backwards. A whole audience of 500 people laughed at me, and I've never really come back from it. So go with your strengths, Jerry. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I try.
I'm just enjoying the Chucky alarms. Did I get that wrong?
the Chucky alarms?
Yeah.
I think you need another bottle of
Dude,
Guinness in your Chucky.
Now you've convinced me. I'm going to go home, get some Lucky Charms and some Guinness.
You know, you should.
Pour the Guinness into the Lucky Charms and see if it's good.
You know, it might be.
Because I don't want it with milk.
You might start something totally new, a whole new craze.
Lucky Charms and Guinness.
You know, you could become the sponsor of either of those products.
I'm going to patent it and sell it to college campuses all over the...
You should.
Yeah.
You could set up kiosks in malls.
Yep.
With Lucky Charms and Guinness. Sell them individually, sell them together. I love that idea.
I think it'll work.
I think it'll work too, especially around the college campuses.
It sounds better than Lucky Charms and milk.
I think it sounds better than it's going to taste, but you let me know how that turns out, okay?
I will.
Good. Oh, let's see. Let's take a deep breath here. Where are we? Well, we got a couple more minutes going here together. I didn't really have another major burning question to ask you in my mind. I just really good to have you here, both in my tiny house here, just kind of warming up the vibe.
Tiny house.
You know, it's a good thing. You know, people have been coming through here, and I'm finding there's a healing aspect to it. It has something to do with talking to a llama, and something about yeah, it does. It really does. And you know, the Guinness hasn't hurt, and agave. You know, once again, we are sponsored.
We're sponsored. We got money behind us.
We do. This is unofficially,
Irish
so you know,
Spring,
which means the check's in the mail. Yes, an Irish Spring right there. We've got the Irish Spring.
But Randy likes it too.
Oh, it's very good. I'm just going to leave it sit out because it's got a room freshener sound. This smell that's kind of good. And of course, Guinness right here tonight. Guinness outside of my normal Lagunitas little something that I normally do. So I'm out there tonight. So glad to have you guys out there with me tonight doing this fun thing. Looks like a nice set back there. I'm looking at you with the tiny Lucky Charms back there and the myriad of drinkables we have, and you know. We're on to something here. We're on to something here, Jerry.
We are. We're going to start something good. Lucky Charms and Guinness. Watch.
Yeah.
After this, it's going to be like ubiquitous. Every college campus, St. Patrick's Day, Lucky Charms with Guinness.
I think you've started something. I think you've started something. You want to play us another song? We got time for another one here. What are you thinking?
You got one?
Well, we can. We're not limited, Jerry. We can go anywhere. But I'd say we got another time for another two.
You know the blues. I got a blues song.
Yes. An Irish
the
blues
Irish
song.
Don't really sing the blues. You know.
Yeah. What do they do?
Well, the blues sounds kind of happy because they're always diddly 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 dum diddly diddly dum. So this is the Ted Kennedy blues because I was reading up about Ted Kennedy.
Yeah. What'd you find? What did you find?
Well, this is the Ted Kennedy blues.
Okay.
But it doesn't go. It goes.
Oh, deedly dee.
Like that Irish deedly dee.
Yeah, it's got the deedly dee instead of the bluesy blue.
So here it goes. It's only short, so you got to listen.
I'm there.
Oh, me father is dead and me mother is dead and me brother is dead and me brother is dead and me brother is dead and me son has one leg and me wife is a drunk and me car doesn't float. That's it.
Is that it?
That's the whole thing. It's pretty short.
No. That's kind of like the punk rock style of Irish music. It's very short, to the point.
Yeah, to the point. It's over.
I could almost hear it again.
Yeah, it's a microwave song. You know,
a microwave
it's a
song.
6-minute song in 8 seconds.
Sometimes those are the best. They don't give you a lot to think about. You just got to take it in the moment and go.
Take it.
Yes,
go.
I know what he means.
Yep.
We've all been there. Maybe not, but.
So we do have another nice song to end the night, but only if we're ending the night. You know, we might not end this night for, you know.
Well, you know, you've got something in your pocket there to end the night with, and that's always good. But if there is something that you want to play, wait a minute, what's happening? What's happening?
The magic's disappearing.
Well, this song needs to sound like
to help me fix it. Hearts, stars, and horseshoes, clovers and blue moons, unicorns, rainbows, and tasty red balloons.
It all makes sense.
Grab your Lucky Charms and keep singing.
Where did that come from?
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, okay, that makes sense now. All right. It'll all make sense later, Jerry. He's looking at me like, what is going on? What happened? Where am I?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going
on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
I am wearing green, by the way. Let me just
Where? You can show us. Show us. There it is. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. He's in.
She's wearing green.
She's wearing green. You got to be wearing
For
green.
the wearing of the green.
I'm wearing a Guinness shirt. Is that close enough?
The green.
I'm wearing a Guinness shirt. That's as close as I could get. Do it, Jerry. Let's hear a song. What's it going to be?
Oh, all the money I ever did spend, I spent it in good company, and all the trouble ever I did cause, I'm sure it was to none but me. And all I've done for the want of wit to my memory I can't recall. So pour to me one parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Oh, all the comrades ever I had, they're sorry for my going away. And every sweetheart ever I had, they wished I'd stay just one more day. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I will gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. If I had money enough to spend and the leisure time to stay a while, there is a fair maid in this town who surely has my heart beguiled. Her rosy cheeks and ruby lips I own, she has my heart enthralled. So pour to me one parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all.
My word. Beautiful, Jerry. Jeez.
Is it raining?
Yeah. Is it raining? Is that what you said?
I think it's a fountain.
You hear rain? Oh, it might be.
Oh, it's a fountain.
I've got a fountain right out the door. It makes it
yeah.
sound like it's raining all the time. You know, that was beautiful. Honestly, beautiful. And people just loved it out here, as they're saying. And I have two things to ask you. Number one, people are debating online right now, is Jerry's hat on backwards?
Well,
now, come and double check.
Nope.
No, that was correct.
I
right?
found this hat in the ocean.
Well, that explains it.
It washed up on Stinson Beach.
It was meant to
I
be.
think it was winter, so it probably washed down from Seattle or Oregon, maybe Alaska. And I pulled it out of the water, and I thought, this is a stupid hat. I'll never wear it. But I
Those are the
kept
hats.
it, and I put it on my hat rack. And today I decided to wear it.
I appreciate it.
So that's why it looks backwards, because it's probably from Seattle, and it traveled here via the currents in the Pacific Ocean.
You know, like I said, it was meant to be.
And I rolled up in the waves, and I was walking on the beach, and I grabbed it. And it was full of sand and rocks, and so Who knows where this hat came
Who
from?
knows where it's been? But
Yeah.
you know, those are the hats like nicknames. Hats find you. You don't give yourself a
This
nickname.
hat found me for sure.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
you know, I've got one like that too. I could jump up and give it to you, but I found it under the stage of the Mystic Theater, which was fun for me because obviously I found it there, and who knows who it belonged to.
Right.
It didn't matter. It's just a matter that I found it there, and I've hung on to it all these years, just because those are the good things,
Yeah,
right?
hats travel.
Hats do
They
travel.
have a life, you know?
Yeah. Men with hats.
They get new people.
Hats get new people.
Yeah.
Do hats outlive people? There's a good question. Will that
They
hat
do.
will that hat outlive you?
Those two sombreros on your wall, are those people alive?
You know,
Maybe
I don't
not.
know. I bought them at the flea market. It's hard to say.
All right.
I could almost put a camera on it, but I'm not going to do that. It'll slow us down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slow
You know,
down.
both of that song sounded. Oh, there was a request here. I have a request for you as well from JoJo Ruth. She's wondering if you can play the Fields of Athenry.
Athenry.
I knew I was going to pronounce that wrong.
Yeah.
Is that
the
something?
joke is at Henry.
Oh, now I can remember it.
At Henry.
At Henry. Now I can remember
But
it.
it's Athenry.
Oh God, is that something you could play?
Oh my God.
You don't have
Really?
to. No, you
I
don't
could
have
try.
to. Well, you know.
We could try it.
Would you?
Let's
Would you
try
want?
it.
All right. This is for you, JoJo. You asked for it. It's her birthday coming up.
Is it
hey,
JoJo
it's today.
or Joji?
We'll call her JoJo.
Okay.
Yeah, JoJo. I like that. Yeah.
I don't know. We're going to do the Fields of Athenry. Low lie the fields of Athenry, from a lonely prison wall. Okay, ready?
Love it.
The Fields of Athenry for JoJo. From a lonely prison wall. Okay, what's the next line? Hold on. Ah, shit. Okay. From a lonely prison wall, he heard a young girl calling. Michael, they are taking you away, for you stole Trevelyan's corn, so the young may see the morn. Now a prison ship is waiting in the bay. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where we used to watch the young free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. Now it's lonely round the fields of Athenry. From a lonely prison wall. Okay, hold on. I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebelled, they ran me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where we used to watch the young free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. Now it's lonely round the fields of Athenry. From a lonely prison wall, Sheila watched the last star falling. as the prison ship sailed out on the bay. She can only hope and pray for her love in Botany Bay. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. Now it's lonely round the fields of Athenry. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry.
Once again, wow. Once again, wow. Not bad for off the off the cuff there, man.
Beautiful song.
That's a beautiful song. Now you got people crying again out here.
I know.
I know. That's just thank you for that one. Thank you, and just thank you for both for being here tonight. I don't want to cut us off, but is there anything else you would like to play tonight, or would you like to make that your?
Well, I think.
What you got?
What you got?
Should we play our famous song?
Which one is that?
It's called Society.
Oh yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay, that'd be great.
It's in the key of B minor or D.
All right.
Whichever one you choose.
That's enough.
It's kind of an Irish song, really, but nobody thinks of it that way, unless you sing it, the correct way, Diddly diddly dum, diddle diddly dum, diddly diddly dum. Oh, it's a mystery to me. We have agreed with which we have agreed, and you think you have to want more than you need. Until you have it all, you won't be free. Society, you're a crazy breed. Hope you're not lonely without me. When you want more than you have, you think you need. And when you think more than you want, your thoughts begin to bleed. Well, I think I need to find a bigger place. 'Cause when you want more than you think, you need more space, more than a tiny house. Society, you're a crazy breed. Hope you're not lonely without me. Society, crazy indeed. I'm gonna give you a lead. Hope you're not lonely without me. Da-da-da. those thinking more or less is more. But if less is more, how you keep on score? That means for every point you make, your level drops. It's kinda like you're starting from the top. You can't do that, society. You're a crazy breed. Hope you're not lonely without me, society. Crazy indeed. Hope you're not lonely without me, society. Have mercy on me. Hope you're not angry if I disagree, society. Crazy indeed. I hope you're not lonely without me. Rebecca Richman, guys.
Beautiful.
Who just created the Irish version of Society. Awesome.
Nice job, both of you tonight. Thank you so much for blessing my tiny house on a St. Paddy's Day, bringing in the good vibe to the whole project. I love it, man. You know? Yay! I know. People checked in. Robert Powell, I need to talk to you, brother. Thank you for saying it sounds great. We hope so. A. Freeman, you've been here all night. Thank you. Yep. From the movie. Yes, it was from the movie. Play the fiddle. Oh, we have a fiddle request. Well, I don't know, Mike. We're just kind of wrapping up the show here.
It's delayed. Like watching the video.
We have a request for a fiddle song. Is there anything you want to do, or shall we just leave it at that and say goodnight?
You got a little reel or a jig?
Yeah, I'll just play some.
All right. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Mike.
Guys.
Rebecca Richman's going to play a little fiddle for you. Of course she is, man. That's what we're here for.
That's a medium-sized fiddle. We didn't do it.
No, we didn't.
Let's do it.
It's
a Sunday.
Yeah, that was a concertina tune, though.
Oh, it was? No. Was it? Maybe it was.
Yeah. Oh, I could do it.
That's the way to wrap up a show on St. Paddy's Day. Right there, my friends. Thank you, Jerry Hannan. And
Rebecca Richman.
Rebecca, I'm coming. I've got my hands full up here. You see me juggling. Thank you, Rebecca. Blessings. So glad to have you guys here with me. Thank you. People love it out there as well. Know that you can see all these shows back again if you missed any of this. Go back to the Viral Media Art YouTube channel. Looking over in the archive section, I leave them all there. They're there for viewing for you and your family and generations to come. Right there. All right. Well, you guys wave goodbye to everybody out there. I want to play my little wisteria on the way out. Jerry, say goodnight.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night to y'all. We love you. Tiny House loves you. See you next Wednesday, all right?
We're going way over the time.
Yeah, there is no time in the tiny house. No. There is no time in the tiny house.
Gents,
Ladies and gents, it's time for us to go.
House Live. House Live. Tiny House Live.